Hello, everybody. How are you? So, have a brand new show. It's called NASCAR Hub. Every Thursday, I'm going to be showing you every NASCAR news that I get on my feed. So, I'm Angel Diaz-Rado. You already know me. So, let's get started with the news. So, first of all, the brand news that we got all around. It is about LGB Coin. Brandon Brown is new sponsor. We already know the phrase Brandon Brown, and after his Xfinity win, he kind of got screwed over and he was trying to redeem himself. Brand new sponsor this year. Well, it didn't look that way. So, from Bob Pockrass's look, it says NASCAR says it has not announced yet approval of the new scheme. So that means that the sponsor hasn't been approved. And of course, NASCAR made it a statement that LGB coin was not going to be approved. And then there was a tweet of Slapshoe saying that the stock price of LGB coin was plummeting down. So that's pretty much not a good look for this company. But even still, it's bad. I feel bad for Brandon Brown because he was trying to redeem himself after getting the Talladega win, then getting screwed over. But now he's in a little bit of trouble with this brand new sponsor, which, by the way, lgbcoin.io is a cryptocurrency that was created with the famous phrase of "Let's go, Brandon." LGB is Let's Go Brandon, by the way. So, anyways, it's so bad that that happened, and I honestly don't know. I mean, even though we already know it was gonna happen, well, it didn't. It didn't show any signs of happening, but I feel bad for Brendan Brown. But continue with the news. We have some amazing. How about some sponsor news? With the brand new sponsor for JTG Doherty Racing. They have a brand new sponsor. According to their Twitter, it says, please help Stenhouse Jr. welcome the award-winning and all-natural sweetener Sweet Leaf Stevia on his NASCAR Cup Series 47 Camaro Seal 1. Now, Sweet Leaf Stevia, it's a company of sweeteners that is more natural. Like, all the sweeteners companies that we have today, they are all filled of conservatives. Like, it's like John Madden from the NFL put it when he was talking about not getting that good mud in NFL games anymore. He said that yes, there's a lot of conservatives like eating tomato, but it doesn't taste like tomato. So that's what the company Sweet Leaf is about. Just trying to make things a little more natural, a lot more conservative, just less conservative, obviously. But even still, I mean, it's kind of like the vegan teacher, but it's totally not the vegan teacher. What am I talking about? So now, for some other news, how about some truck news? And that is that Matt Benedetto is going to be driving in the truck series next year. We all know the story of Matt Benedetto. He did really good. I would not say really amazing. He did good on his gig with the Wood brothers in the NASCAR Cup Series in the 21 car. We have to remember that 21 car was driven by Turbine from 2011 all the way until 2014. After that, Turbine decided to go with Roush Fenway. And obviously, as naturally, the 21 car needed some new assistants, some brand new drivers, some brand new blood. And that's where the young driver, Ryan Blaney, we already know Ryan Blaney. He's driving the number 12 Menards car for Penske Racing. And he's going to be he's going to have some company from Austin Cindric, Rookie of the Year, and Joey Logano in the 22 car. So after that, he drove that car from 2015 all the way until 2017 when he decided to go with Penske. Then We saw some brand new blood for 2018, which was Paul Menard. We already know who Paul Menard is. We already know his company, Menards. We already know who John Menard is, his father. And one good thing about Paul Menard is that he always brought the car back in one piece. And his only win, which is a totally Cinderella story, he beat it Jeff Gordon's butt at the Brickyard 400 in 2011. But I'm getting a little bit off track here. So he raced that car from 2018 all the way until 2019, and then in 2020, in 2021, Matt Benedetto stepped up to race in that car. Now, of course, you have to talk of Maddie D in the 21 car. He was, I would not say pretty bad in this season, but he didn't qualify for the playoffs, with his best finish actually being a fourth place in the season that he made at Kansas in the Bushy McBush race. Oh, what a weird name. He obviously had that opportunity to get into the playoffs in the final regular season race at Daytona. Unfortunately, he didn't take any advantage of that, and he only added 2 top 10s in Bristol and in the Roval in the last 10 races of 2021. I mean, his stats are, of course, top 20 points finish. Didn't qualify for the playoffs, sure, but he was darn close of qualifying. And then we go all the way to 2020. The season of the pandemic. That season was really mixed for me, obviously. He qualified for the playoffs in that season, with his best finish being a second place at Las Vegas before the pandemic hit. And of course, he was eliminated after the round of 16. So we already knew that with all that stuff happening, he was not going to make it any further. And for 2022, he's going to be replaced by oh god, what am I talking about? He's going to be replaced in 2022, this brand new season, by Harrison Burton, who is going to be a rookie alongside Austin Cindric. And of course, we have to see the lineup of rookies. We're not only going to see Austin Cindric and Harrison Burton, but also Todd Gilliland. But going back to the Maddie D situation, he is going to be landing a truck ride for Rackley War in 2022. The number 25 truck that is from Rackley, Chevy Silverado. So he's going to be, oh, just, he's going to be driving that, as does this tweet say from Gatsum Venefia. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. But that's gonna be his ride. I mean, the news was already posted by J-Ski's Silly Season site, so no surprise there. But if we take a look at the truck lineups, yeah, Rackery War, they made some starts in the past. They've competed in a total of 22 races, and their first race was actually in 2021. So they already have a full season behind their backs, and they had two trucks, the 25 and the 27. We already know the 25 is going to be staying with this team. But now that we are over with the news about Matt Benedetto and his brand new gig, which I totally believe that Matt Benedetto needs a second chance in a competitive ride in the Cup Series. I mean, just put him in a Hendrick car, but not in the best Hendrick car. Maybe put him in the 48 that is currently driven by Alex Bowman. But I do still believe that Matt Benedetto has a ton of potential. He made the playoffs with a lower budget team that's now affiliated to Penske Racing, that is the Wood Brothers. So now let's get into the heavy news that broke up throughout this week. You already know the story of Jason Jacoby, and I do not agree with everything. He actually made a comment in one of the videos that he sent. He replied to a comment that I made, but that's just going to be coming until Saturday. So Here it is: Dave Moody versus Jason Jacoby. So yesterday, during the Dave Moody show in the SiriusXM NASCAR radio channel 90, Jacoby called and he just started to complain to Dave Moody about everything that's going on with NASCAR, with practically anything. And I got this information thanks to a video that was posted by Austin Oganowski, which is a pretty good YouTuber. Just I recommend following him. He actually works right now for Project Cars. Well, used to work. So, anyways, we're gonna be sharing this. Let's go and see this video. I mean, here it is.
So,
what would you like to
awesome.
see them do that they're not doing now?
Well, I would like to see them speak kindly.
Wait, hold on. Let me just. Yeah, I think I got the audio wrong. So let me just reshare the screen. Yeah, I didn't turn on audio. My bad on that. There it is. Share tap audio. There it is. Now I turn on audio. You'll listen.
So, what would you like to see them do that they're not doing now?
Well, I would like to see them speak kindly to the audience, give a lot more time to the people watching, speak a better message. Like I said, I've been involved in the sport for 20 years, and I used to eat the standard NASCAR diet of Coca-Cola and fast food. And when I stopped doing that, I became a lot healthier. So again, a message of health is very important.
Again, Jason, you're off the track here, and that's fine. You can eat any way you want. Your diet can be anything you want. You can contribute to whatever charities you want. I'm more interested in talking about NASCAR. When you say you want them to speak more kindly, what does that mean?
Well, that means not complaining. You know, just Chase Elliott says it's tough. It's not tough to drive a race car. People have it a lot harder. It's a pointless propaganda. It's a made-up point system that they feel all sorts of pressure about. It's completely made up.
All right.
And you need to tell the truth.
Well, thank you, Jason. I'm going to point out before we say goodbye that it's a little ironic that you called today and have done little more than complain about other people complaining. Interesting, isn't it?
I hope you enjoy pushing pointless propaganda.
I do. I very much enjoy pushing pointless propaganda. There's no question about it. 866 Pit Lane.
I already saw there. Yeah. From the looks of the video, Jason Jacoby just started to complain about the NASCAR points format, his diet. He always does, like, in any point of complaint that he does, there's always like a point where he starts like recommending diets and stuff. I know I'm a little fatty. I know I'm a little chubby. So there's no need to just point out that, and he's like very against junk food, considering that he had Domino's as his sponsor when this ordeal that we're going to be talking on Saturday pops up. So that's the first video, and then there's a second video. He did it, this one, on yesterday. This one really was yesterday, and you're gonna see why it is all bad. This time he called using Darren Gilliam's state, which is Nevada, and Austin Oganowski's name, which is Austin. So let's go.
Austin, Nevada. Hello.
Hey, Dave.
Hey.
I don't understand why they took the rebel flag away, but they're allowing the gay pride flag. I love people, but I got a rebel flag outside my house, and it don't cause no harm. But
it doesn't.
I don't understand.
How many of your African American friends say it causes no harm?
I don't know, man.
Do you have any?
It's just that they allow the gay flag, but they don't allow the
wait a
rebel
minute.
flag.
Wait. I know you want to skip right over that, but do you have any friends of color?
Oh yeah, I got a girlfriend. She's brown skinned.
Uh-huh.
She don't
Do you
mind
have
it
any
because she knows I'm not a racist person.
Do you have any African American friends?
Yeah, I got plenty. Like I said, I got a girlfriend who's brown skinned.
How many of them have you asked about your Confederate flag?
I mean, they know I'm not a racist person.
How many of them have you asked about your Confederate flag?
I mean, I asked my girlfriend, she don't care.
Is the answer none?
She knows. I mean, she don't care, man.
The answer is none, isn't it? You haven't asked any of your African American friends whether they're wild about your Confederate flag or not.
Well, I mean, I like NASCAR because I just watch.
Am I right or am I wrong, Austin? And all I'm trying to do is find out whether you've done any research here. You said at the start that your flag doesn't bother anybody, doesn't harm anybody. And yet you've never asked any of your African American friends if it does bother them, make them uncomfortable, harm them in any way. So how do you know?
I mean, we went to Las Vegas a couple of years ago, one of my black friends, and we just drank a bunch of beer and watched them go around in circles. We didn't mind that. It was fun.
That wasn't my question. My question is, how do you know that your Confederate flag doesn't bother your African American friends if you've never asked?
Dave, this is Jason Jacoby. You should make it the church.
Okay. I think that Jason Jacoby just joined David in Maryland. I mean, I really hate to say that. And Jason is boy, we all learned a lot about Jason Jacoby yesterday. And unfortunately, he's a young man that, let's just say a lot of people think that he has some mental health issues. And I hope he gets those taken care of. I really hope he gets the help he deserves. But I think based on his contribution the last 2 days, he probably is not welcome here any longer. We're up to two in 18 years.
I mean, I can totally agree with Dave Moody in that one. I mean, that second video was all over the place. Let's break it down. So he first complains that the pride flag, the homosexual flag, is allowed in a NASCAR race, and the Confederate flag isn't. We already heard about the controversies that NASCAR and the Confederate flag has done over the last couple of years, but just trying to discriminate the reasoning that the new trend, the pride flag, is allowed in a NASCAR race. I mean, I haven't seen any pride flags in NASCAR races before, but unfortunately, being like that, Jason, you're just being so bad about it. You're just trying to be a homophobic, which you are. And about his mental issues, that's about enough to say the least, Dave, because there's a lot of issues with this guy, and unfortunately, it's pretty disgraceful that Jason just came into Dave's show to just complain. One complaint was about the points format and how NASCAR is today. The second complaint is about, we all know what happened, about the Confederate flag being banned over the gay flag. And that is just nowhere good of a human being. That's just being discriminatory. And as for Jason Jacoby itself, he's being a total POS, pedophile, freak, anything. Anything you can ask from Jason, he's that. And that's going to wrap up for today's video, everybody. So thank you all so much for sticking around in this one. I'm Angel Diaz Rhoda. And you've made it to my next video. We'll see you around on the next NASCAR Hub.